It's the last Wednesday of 2021. You know what time it is. And welcome to a new episode of Mike World Order, the last Mike World Order live for the year 2021. Of course, I am your host, the one, the only, the hit maker, the neck breaker, the guy that if you got a problem, you get the number because you want to call up on Mike Thunder. And alongside me is the one to where if you can't have thunder, you got to have the lightning to go with it. The overly exhausted, filthy Tom Lightning.
I look like I said, I look horrible.
He's fine, everyone. He not only filthy Tom, my workaholic, he's also the executive vice president of Mike World Order. You know, and how you been, brother? I know you're still taking care of stuff, and
I'm hanging in there.
You know. And for those watching, please, we're still taking donations, So, what's happening, Nameless Goulet? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in as always.
Right.
So, I hope everyone had a good Christmas. For those, who probably didn't have an eventful Christmas, I'm about to change that mood right now.
Oh, shit. This is going to be great.
So I've learned since knowing Filthy Tom that life is an adventure when around any combination of Filthy Tom or J-Rod or Bass Kid, any combination of that.
Can't take us nowhere.
I can't take y'all nowhere, especially in my car. So last weekend, right, I spent Christmas with my family. But here's the part that you guys didn't know. So, like me, Tom, we're both those type of people. We're very tactical. We're very, critical with making sure everything's executed that we plan out. So when it comes to traveling the day before Christmas Eve, this was no different. So I had it to where got the shuttle, right? Got to the shuttle. But here's what happened when I left work to go to the shuttle, right? Now, for those who know me, y'all know I have no filter. So I got Tom as I'm driving, right? Tom is chatting with me throughout the whole time via Bluetooth. And then as soon as I park my car at the hotel so I can take the shuttle to the airport, because people, it is cheaper. I hooked him up to my Bluetooth headset, right? So I'm getting on the shuttle, right? I'm the only brother on there.
No, you weren't. No, you wasn't, because I was on the phone with you.
Well, physically in the shuttle.
I could have been physically there, just on the phone. You just wouldn't let me be on speakerphone.
Oh, hell no. And everyone else was an older, rich, Caucasian people. White people, okay? I'll say that. But
bougie
the
white
whole
people.
time I'm just sitting there, very bougie. to where they probably looked at me like they thought I was going to turn around and be like, "Put your motherfucking hands up! Give me all your money! Give it all!"
Oh, it would have been that. It would have been that way if you would have just put me on speakerphone.
It's just wild, and because of that, I kept quiet the whole time. I'm literally texting Tom as he's talking to me through the earpiece, and I'm
Yeah,
just like,
he turned into a mute. Get him
yeah.
in a car full of white people, and he goes mute. I'm like, this is not the Mike I know.
Oh, that's because I couldn't be the Mike in the setting I was in. Like everyone, and I felt them looking at me. It's serious when you feel them looking at you. So I was like, man, shit was wild, man. It was wild. And that's just the flight getting there, because checking in, all that good. Had my flight, got there, got home. Family was good to see me. My niece, the first day and a half, she was trying to figure out who I am. She was shy. But then you see in one of the photos that was posted on Instagram at MikeWorldOrder, she saw Mike Buddy. And then she looked at me. And then she looked at Mike Buddy. And then she looked at me. And then she sat right next to me and just clutched onto my leg while she was watching some Disney movie. So I think it was like, okay, she's somewhat starting to remember who I am just from Mike Buddy. So
right, dude, I seen the picture of Mike Buddy. It made me want to purchase one right away.
I know, right? It's the accuracy. And for those who
I
are
know.
interested in, I know, right? This is mind blowing. And
it was. I was like, holy shit, there's another Mike.
Literally, and she beats the shit out of him too. So for those out there who are interested in wanting to have their own, old school, and the style they use is similar to the one WCW had in the early 90s by Galoob. If you're interested in having your own custom wrestling buddy or even a custom of a wrestler that you like, check out brothersgaddor.com. That's brothers, GADDOR.com. They do international shipping. They're located in upstate New York. They did a hell of a job. Like, you can request what belt you want on them. You pretty much can request what outfit based on the photo of how you want it to look. It is, to me, I'd say 95% accurate of how good they are. It's scary. Like, for those who haven't seen it, once again, follow me on Instagram at MikeWorldOrder. The photos are there. And even you would say, wow, this is accurate. Now, here's where the ruckus begins. Going home was a bitch, okay? For the simple fact that I had 3 flight delays. One was pushed, then one was early, and then it got pushed even further later in the evening. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. But went to the bar, went and had a whiskey ginger highball. The lady hooked me up with a double at no extra charge. So I gave a very generous tip. And because I ended up getting an order of chicken tenders, where I'm like, well, I paid for them anyways, if you think about it. So got on the flight. No problem. But during the flight, I'm hearing this noise like, ooh. It's not supposed to sound like that on the airplane.
Oh, that's how my first flight was.
Yeah. I looked at the stewardess.
That's how my very first flight ever was. Too close to the damn engines.
It's wild. And then, no, this is I don't know. But I looked at that stewardess and I was like, what do you have to drink that's alcoholic? And can I get a double of it? She's like, well, sir, we only have a glass. We only got wine. So I was like,
give me the bottle.
Yeah. Well, they're like, well, we got You know, Pinot Grigio and White Zinfandel. I said, let me get a full glass of that White Zinfandel. That was good. Got my luggage once I after we landed, but waited almost over an hour for the fucking shuttle to pick me up. I literally made it to the deadline time frame of the location of the hotel. And because of where I parked at originally, I went a different elevator. But they're like, well, that section's closed. So you're going to have to go to the other elevator, which is located on the opposite end of where I parked at, literally.
Oh,
So,
oh, you didn't tell me all that, Mike.
oh yeah, I had to take my luggage.
That's bad. Yeah,
I had
because
to
you were
take
right
my
beside
luggage.
the perfect elevator.
Man, dude, I had the perfect elevator where my car was right there. Fuck that. I had to walk the whole way, like the whole way, just to get to the car.
Assholes.
Then, before leaving, before I went to the garage, the lady said, as soon as you get there, just press the white button and we'll release the thing. So I'm like, okay. So I got in my car, got settled in. And then I called you and we started talking. Here's the part that you didn't pay attention to because I actually muted you. Um,
I was gonna say you called me on the way home.
yeah, I called you on the way home.
That just tells you how bad my memory is right now. I
Well,
can't
I
remember
mean,
anything.
it was pretty late when I called you. It was like after midnight when I was leaving the hotel, and I had to mute you just so I can press the white button. Right, the white button was pressed
Right?
right. Nobody answered, and then I pressed it again and held it a bit. Nobody answered. At that point, I was pissed. I started jabbing the shit out of that fucking thing. And then next thing you know,
Right.
after like the 10th jab, it went up. They were like, okay, okay, we get it. And what made it even more sad, Easy Pass was closed. I was like,
Uh,
I said, I can't win for shit, man. Like, because Easy Pass was closed. But then again, what do you expect? It's more open up north, you know. So I get it. But at that point, I was done. I was a done
right.
man. You know, I got home, and mind you, I had to take that luggage up to the fourth floor, and it was heavy because of the presents.
I do remember. I do remember talking to you now. Oh,
So
that's
it was
crazy.
just wild, man. It was wild. It was so wild. But made it home, you know. We got J
Uh,
Rod. J Rod will be
yeah,
coming
J
in
Rod
on the.
subscribed again. Yep.
Thank you for the subscription, J Rod. J Rod will be on later on in the show after the first half of the panel. Um, but yeah, it's just that was a crazy, crazy trip, man. Like, man,
Yeah, I had a oh so awesome holiday week. I guess you could say. No, not really. It was all I did was I think slept Christmas. The whole almost all Christmas morning I slept the whole thing. My niece got up. She opened. We couldn't ruin Christmas for her, but she got up and opened all her presents, and she decided she was going to take each piece of candy out of her stocking and took an hour doing it. Instead of unwrapping presents, she sat with her stocking, pulling each piece of candy out, one at a time, and explaining it to us. I was like, fuck this, and went back to bed. And then the next thing I know, I was getting yelled at to take out all the garbage that was created from all the Christmas presents that she got. And then I took all it out. And then I went back in, come back into the apartment, and went back to bed. That was the extent of my holiday.
wow,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
wasn't very exciting.
I should have traded with you.
Yeah, I tried to sleep through it. Thank you to Shell Shot for resubscribing.
Nutella, if you're out there listening, sponsor us.
Oh, damn it. You keep forgetting to remind me before the show starts to get my can or jar of Nutella so I can hold it up.
Nutella. I love that shit. So sticky.
Yeah.
But
Sticky.
Sticky.
And then the rest of my holiday spent was cleaning out my dead brother's apartment, which was just fucking amazing. But yeah, lovely holiday. It was great. I'm glad everybody enjoyed it.
Sound like the Black Scorpion. Look at me sting. Sting. I took your last hot pocket. I ate your hot pocket. It was me all along. The Black Scorpion.
Wow. Okay.
There's nothing romantic about the Black Scorpion's voice. Speaking of romantic, so we're going to be bringing in our first guest on the panel tonight. Um, and not only our first guest, she's also going to be coming in to do an occasional segment on Mike World Order because everyone at this point knows who she is. She's gained a buzz. She's been on the show before. She was on the Birthday Bash. She's also on a legacy episode that you can find on Spotify. She's also the owner of the Squared Circle podcast. She also sells merch too. Check her out. Not only is she a beautiful woman that can cook, but she has great taste in New Japan Pro Wrestling, like, and just wrestling in general. You're not going to find another woman like her. There's probably maybe two women like that, that men, if you ever find women like them, put a ring on it. Her and Kate Hensler from, I think she's on Shining Wizards and also Mark Order podcast. Those two women, if you find a woman like either one of them, wife them. Okay? Seriously. Coming on to the show, as I call her, the Lady Switchblade. Welcome to the show on Mike World Order, Marie Shadows. How's it going?
What's up, Marie?
It's going great. I enjoyed that introduction. That was lovely.
Oh, of course. Come on now. What do you expect from Mike World Order? I give intros better than Michael Buffer. I just ain't making that Michael Buffer money. You know?
Right?
Like, I mean, come on now. People, do you think people like millions of fans are going to be wanting me copying him going, you know what time it is? And, pyro going off and shit like that. But
Not necessarily.
how's things been going? I'm a avid subscriber of you on Spotify. I get the alerts, YouTube. I haven't seen your recent episode, even though it did pop up. But for our fans out there, give us a preview of what's like on the next episode.
Well, I have to basically do my thoughts on New Japan Pro Wrestling, especially the G1 and Power Struggle, especially Tama versus Okada, because those two matches are very different, yet similar in what they represent. And then talk about Battle in the Valley and finish up some MLW content. And then, I'll see everyone in the new year with new content.
Nice. That's what's up.
Awesome.
That's what's up. Guys, y'all heard it first. Check out Marie Shadows, former WWE writer. She's been everywhere, Support her. Because that's pretty much what we got to do. Support each other in terms of the whole podcasting game. That's if one make it, we all make it.
So
And
I do want to mention something though.
Okay.
For going into 2022 and beyond, it's I used to be in the WWE Network logging department. I wish I was a writer, but they didn't want to put me in the department before they gave me my future endeavors. I always wanted to be a writer, but WWE was like, no, here's your future endeavors. So it was originally the WWE Network logging department.
For the record, I want to add to those people out there that are listening to make a correction on what Marie said. Marie Shadow's future, what does it say? Future endeavored WWE. WWE didn't future endeavored her. She future endeavored WWE. Okay, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. I said what I said.
I mean, they basically picked me during lunch, so they kind of future endeavored me.
Wow, nice. So nice of them.
How you gonna get fired? Feel like smoking Friday. How you get fired on your... Come on, Craig. How you gonna get fired on your day off, man?
Okay. So far, I know that we are streaming live here on Twitch tonight. We are definitely streaming live over on YouTube because I'm over in the chat room there right now, monitoring it, and the Twitch screen at the same time. The only one I cannot find, Mike, is what Twitter did you send that to?
I was gonna do it on my Twitter, but then I'm like,
oh, so it's just on two platforms.
Let's try YouTube. Yeah.
Okay. We're perfectly live on YouTube right now.
Because I have an idea.
I was pulling everything up multiple screens here. I was about to go grab another laptop or two. Maybe have it up on the TV behind me.
That's why you're the senior EP, man.
I'm trying to monitor everything all at once.
You just want to do that just so you can see Marie's shadows. I don't blame you either. But
right, multiple camera views,
I was at the same
angles.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm. So coming on to the show next, he's one of the FRM panel originals. He's also an independent wrestler out of the Chicago area. He's one of a kind on past episodes of Thirsty Thunder Thursday. That's to this day, it's still a tongue twister. And he's one of those people, if you're out there, support him. He's on Pro Wrestling Tees. He's on Instagram. He's on Twitter. He even got his own Twitch stream as well, too. So please follow him, subscribe. Don't be cheap, be generous. It's the holidays. Reach one, teach one, subscribe one. So sporting an old school gimmick that the new generation actually likes. Welcome to MikeWorldOrder once again, our last show of the year. Moondoggy, Greg Murray, how's it going, bro? How's it going? Moondoggy?
I think he's muted.
We can't hear you.
Hello.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
I'm eating pizza and drinking rum and coke like a healthy wrestler.
If I had it right now, I'd probably join you. But unfortunately, I only have Pepsi. Well, I could drink rum and Pepsi, but the rum that it's my bottle. The bottle was my brother's, and I'm not drinking it. It's like drinking. He drinks this nasty stuff that tastes like rubbing alcohol.
So no one else can drink it.
Yeah, well, it was the last. Literally, it was the last bottle I went to the store and picked up for him.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Right. No, I understand.
It was crazy.
I understand.
Also, I'm not on Pro Wrestling Tees. I'm on Brainbuster Tees. Ah.
Oh, now you're on Brainbuster Tees.
No, yeah, I'm not on Pro Wrestling Tees.
My bad, Moondoggy. My bad, Moondoggy. Like, Hey,
Well, no,
man,
I just
look, you
figured
get to
I
plug
don't
in
want
your
someone
stuff
going
before
pro
you
wrestling tees and go, oh fuck, I don't see him. It's Brainbuster.
Well, my bad, folks. In case I'll take the hit for that. Um, so, Moondoggy, what's going on in your world of training and also um, streaming?
Well, training wise, it's been up and down. My life is finally back together, at least for now. So, like, I finally back to training at least once a week. I try to do both, but like, life's just everything all at once. Plus, it's the 2 holiday weeks, so it's a pain in the ass. I got a couple bookings, or at least helping out with some promotions lined up for January and February. So, looking forward to that, and excited to see where 2022 takes me. And then stream wise,
Nice.
I got a shit ton of video games. I got a shit ton of toys that need to be opened. But yeah, like video games. What did I get? No, but you can go. You can follow Shell Strike Network on Twitch, and you can see me play a shit ton of video games because that's usually what we do. I do a podcast every now and again
Nice.
too, but that's here and there, not really as often.
That's when he's
I just
super
love the
drunk
message
and needs to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I just like his tagline when his notification pops up. How
Right?
about them cheeks, boy?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Them
That's
cheeks,
all.
boy.
Every time it pops up, I was like, "Yep, how about them cheeks?"
How about them
I
cheeks,
used to
boy?
have. I used to always change the notification to like something clever and shit like that. Then finally, I just landed on "dem cheeks, boy," and then I'm like, perfect. There's no. You cannot change perfection. Yes.
Oh, no, you
Nothing
can't.
about booty.
I always say it in the voice of a Mississippi pimp too. How about them cheeks, boy?
I just imagine Mike in a
All
fucking
I
like
need is
Colonel Sanders white suit, like one of those like, oh, those kind of suits,
with
you know.
with a tooth with a toothpick in my mouth. Be like, how about them cheeks, boy?
Doug, he's Doug Dimmadome.
With a little bit of Craig Robinson and
Dimmadome.
Black Broken. Oh man, you're wild. And of course, the last one joining on the panel, he's a former MikeWorldOrder Strong Chat Openweight champion who's currently held by the Rit. Very controversial, but a very loyal member of the MikeWorldOrder Army. Welcome to the show, Mikey Starks. How's it going?
I'm good. Just trying to stay healthy. I've been feeling like shit for the past few days, but I'm feeling better today.
Did you catch the COVID?
No.
God. Hope not. Someone's watching AEW.
Rona didn't catch
Yeah,
me.
we know it's Mikey. His TV's always super loud.
Right.
Rona ain't catch me.
Well, that look.
Yeah, well, you better watch. You say that, watch. She'll chase you right down and get you.
No,
Yeah,
Rona hasn't.
she'll put it right in your butt, and you'll like it.
I don't want no Rona. Rona is not for me.
How about them cheeks, boy? But nah, it's funny you mentioned about the Rona. So my workload at my job,
Okay.
it's been crazy. To where now it's like that day before, the day before you get a 3-day weekend blues hit. But then as soon as the next day hit, you're like, boom, I'm ready. And that's why I'm waiting on that boom to hit tomorrow. So, but people out there, people watching, please be safe out there. I know people are too stubborn when it comes to things, but as mentioned before, this pandemic is real. I don't care what anyone says when it comes to topics like conspiracy theorists. Your morals are your morals, but when it comes to my health and safety, regardless of how my immune system is, if you're in my distance, I'm pushing you out the way. Why? Because I'm Mike Thunder, and I'm a genetic podcasting freak.
Right.
I don't play that. So, tonight, I wanted to do something interesting. I wanted to pick everyone's brain on different levels. Okay. I feel like everyone in the wrestling world, in terms of podcasting, interviews, and such, they always ask that one question: who's your Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling? Which to me, I think it's impossible to say that. So because of that, tonight's roundtable discussion is 5 different categories of your Mount Rushmore. Oh yeah, we're gonna start it out with the NWA WCW regime, WWF Golden Era, WWF Attitude Era, foreigners, and by foreigners, I don't know why I don't count Canada, but
Question.
Mexico, all that Mexico, Japan, and such. And then the fifth one, doesn't matter if it's past or present, doesn't matter where, but your Mount Rushmore of women's wrestling. Go ahead with the first question, Mikey.
I'm a youngin. I don't go that far.
Look, do the best you can.
My brain don't even want to go back that far. So
Look,
I don't
you
even
wanna say
know.
pass?
I am not prepared.
Yeah, I'm not
Right?
prepared.
I'm not
Preparation
prepared.
for this.
But that's
So I have a
what
pen and
makes it
paper. I'll be
so-
fine.
I know I should have researched it the other night when you told me what the categories were, and I was like,
But that's what makes it.
I just been lacking. I just been lacking. But yeah, I do have a couple like matches that I really like through some of those.
So Mikey, I'm gonna let you pick the first category.
The first category.
Yep. Doesn't matter which one. We got
Oh, you moved
NWA
me.
and WCW. We got WWF Golden Year, WWF Attitude Era.
I say
foreign
Attitude Era.
wrestling. You want to do Attitude Era?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna go. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let you go first, Mikey.
I
Who
say
would you
Stone Cold
say
Steve
is
Austin.
Mount Rushmore of the Attitude Era?
Stone Cold.
Okay. Still need 3 more. Mount
Okay, more. I'm gonna say The Rock,
Okay.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
You can only pick 4. Mount Rushmore only got 4.
Yeah,
President.
those are 4.
Moondog, we're gonna have you go next. Mount Rushmore of the Attitude Era.
Austin, Rock, Triple H, and Vince.
He said Vince.
Damn.
Okay. I mean that makes sense.
I would have to agree with
I
that.
mean, he got a point there. He got a point there.
I mean,
That Vince had a very, very big presence throughout the Attitude Era of wrestling.
Yeah, he was in the number 1 feud too.
oh yeah.
Exactly.
Him and Austin.
Had a feud with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite saying was "You're fired."
All right. Let's see. Mount Rushmore for Attitude Era would definitely have to be rocking Stone Cold. I'm gonna throw Shane on there, and I'm also gonna throw Kurt Angle on there.
Ooh. Interesting. Kurt Angle. Why Kurt Angle by any chance?
Kurt Angle helped carried the company during the Attitude Era, and he was able to be wherever he was needed.
Okay. Filthy Tom, we got you next. Your Mount Rushmore
Okay.
of the Attitude Era.
I would definitely have to go with my number 1 big head up there would be Stone Cold. My next one, it's kind of a little off, but I would like to say The Undertaker. You know, I really liked his gimmick in the Attitude Era that he had. And then of course Vince McMahon. Like I said, he had a huge presence in the Attitude Era. That was the most he really was on TV and not a commentator.
Very true. Very true.
Um,
And I'll go
the
with
very last one. Yeah, I still got one more, Mike.
you do.
I only named 3.
My bad.
Mike got cucked.
I got that. My bad. Smell what the thunder's cooking.
Yeah, that's right.
Toasty.
Um,
Jersey Devil.
yeah, definitely Mankind too.
Oh yeah, he's got to play the big.
Good pick.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
now it's your turn, Mike.
Oh man. So you know what? My four is probably gonna be different compared to everyone's. So I'm gonna go based on the feud that started the Attitude Era as the catalyst, and the feud that was there during the peak of the Attitude Era. I'm gonna
Oh.
have to go with Bret Hart,
Ah, yes.
Shawn Michaels,
Mhm.
Stone Cold,
Mhm.
and The Rock. Because if you think about it, throughout the whole Attitude Era, there was probably two feuds that stayed consistent, and both of them had to do with The Rock. Rock and Austin, Rock and Triple H.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
So as for Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, that's pretty much what started. That's what kickstarted the Attitude Era. Because Bret Hart's this frustrated babyface. Shawn Michaels is this I don't give a damn attitude because he's coked up or filled up. And it was the perfect recipe for disaster to where it caused Vince McMahon to break out of character. And it started the Mr. McMahon character. Oh yeah. So who am I gonna randomly? So now we got four Moondoggy.
Yo.
I'm gonna give you the next. I'm gonna give you the ball to pick the next one.
NWA from the
So we got
80s.
so we got NWA WCW. I made that just one category.
That one, yeah. So what's that era? Is that Jim Crockett to early WCW?
Jim Crockett to the end of WCW.
The end of WCW.
Oh.
Oh damn.
So yeah, those companies, because it's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
the same,
yeah.
pretty much the same. JCP became WCW.
Mid
Fuck.
Atlantic and JCP was bought out at the same time in the World Championship Wrestling. So
All right, hang on. I think I got something. One more. I got three. Who was the last one?
Oh Jesus! Oh wow, you got my
All right.
brain racking
Dusty Rhodes.
on this one.
Dusty Rhodes, Hollywood Hogan, Sting, Booker T.
ooh,
Hmm.
that's a nice four. That's a nice.
I
four.
like that four.
Oh, I'm next.
Oh yeah, Shadows, you're next.
Yeah, I'm not used to like being all front and center half the time. Anyway, we're doing NWA and the end of WCW. So Ric Flair is one of them. Steamboat is one of them.
Oh, yes.
Because I love Steamboat to death. Who else was I gonna pick? I was gonna say Tully because Tully, like I enjoy watching him wrestle. And then we can add Dusty Rhodes to that list too. He was very prominent in that too. There's others that I know, but we'll just go with those four.
Well, on behalf of the American Dream, Dusty Road, baby, I just want to say thank you for picking me as part of your Mount Rushmore, baby. I appreciate it. Next, we got the unpredictable Michael Starks. Mr. Starks, baby, could you tell us in your best guess, because we know that you wasn't even born with WCW ended. So I was just wondering, who would you consider, based on your knowledge, baby, your Mount Rushmore of the NWA JCP era all the way to the end of WCW in 2001, baby?
I say Ric Flair, Sting. Let's see, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and Booker T.
Ooh, I like that selection, baby. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And
Now turn
we
down
got
your
Filthy
TV,
Buck.
Daddy.
Yeah,
We don't need to hear it.
We don't need to hear it.
Oh, I'm spit. Yeah, definitely Ric Flair and Sting. Wow, there's so many. There's so many.
Oh, I know it's hard.
Especially throughout WCW's like whole history. Wow, you racked my brain on this one. Like, wow. Who did I say so far?
You said
Ric Flair, Sting, Dusty Rhodes. And I'd have to say Arn Anderson.
Yes. The fucking enforcer.
Glock
That's
Anderson.
because he has the Glock line, right? He's gonna come at you with
Glock.
Glock for that ass.
I'm coming
Glock
at you with a
Anderson.
Glock, boy.
Glock Anderson.
Oh man, so I guess that leaves it to me. You know, I'm gonna have to go with my Mount Rushmore. And maybe it's just like I said, my selection's kind of weird. So I'm gonna have to go.
Why
with
do you
Sting.
say that each time?
Because
We all have weird answers too.
Yes, no, y'all's. Let me tell you something. Each one of y'all got a solid one, but I'm shocked that any of y'all four didn't pick this one that I'm putting on my
There's
list.
so many though.
Oh yeah, but this one I'm surprised none of y'all picked. So I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be
with
mad
Sting.
is what's gonna be.
I'm gonna go with Sting.
Oh, obviously.
I'm gonna go with Ric Flair.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
I'm
with
with
the
you
Great
with that.
Muda.
I love the Great Muda. See, there were so many, I just couldn't list them all.
And
I'm a
gonna go
youngin,
with-
so I couldn't pick.
And I'm gonna go with Lex Luger.
Oh.
Nobody
Oh,
picked Luger.
Yeah, see, I didn't think about
the total
it's there too.
It's Luger though. Like I don't know.
Okay, I want to change one of mine to Sid Vicious,
Oh.
Because I am the master.
especially when he broke his legs coming off that turnbuckle.
He had a leg
Or-
breaking.
Or
Break
what-
That was great.
Oh,
Watching
fuck.
that live happen was amazing.
You know what's crazy for me? So the second pay-per-view I remember watching as a kid was Wrestle War 91. And I remember as a kid, as a 3-4-year-old toddler, I remember seeing how Sid dropped Brian Pillman on his head. And
Oh.
That's
And
how
not
wrestling
the
used to be, though.
It's crazy. So let's see. I got Mikey, Moondoggy, and now Marie. So now we got 3 categories left. We got foreign, we got women's, and we got WWF Golden Era. You get to pick the next one.
Let's do women's.
Women's. All
yeah.
right.
For
Oh,
my
God.
4 would definitely have to be Trish and Lita. Wow. Trish and Lita. Victoria is added onto that too, and also Mickey James. So Mickey James, Victoria, Lita, and Trish.
Leader.
That's how British people say Lita.
Oh,
All right, Mikey, you're 4. It doesn't matter what promotion. It can be. Doesn't matter where. Doesn't matter.
I know.
I know. Just letting you know, because look.
I say Trish, Lita, Melina, and Beth Phoenix.
Okay, I like that. I like that solid. That solid 4. You know, a lot of WWF love going on. You know, Moondoggy.
Yo,
Yeah, I
Hey,
forgot
is
my
that,
list already.
Is Sissy in the background?
yes, that is Sissy.
Sissy.
Aw.
Yes, she's
Sissy.
she's on the prowl.
I forgot my list.
This is on the prowl, y'all.
Oh crap!
My women's is Trish, Lita, Beth Phoenix, and Charlotte Flair.
Dang, all of it. You know what?
No ass, Charlotte Flair.
Y'all answers.
They don't need booty to be good.
Look,
No selling Charlotte Flair. No selling Charlotte Flair. God.
I can tell based on
Oh
y'all.
my
Watch
God.
Mania, Charlotte Flair.
I'm
Man,
fucked.
the age range of this group, I can tell based on y'all's answer. Man, y'all
Yes,
some youngins.
you're old.
I'm a
I
just
know, right?
I'm gonna be really honest. I had a list, and then as I'm listening to everybody else's list, I totally forgot my list. So Mike, go ahead and take your turn, sir.
Oh, you want me to take my okay. So,
Yeah, because I done forgot my list.
So once again,
Here comes the weird ones. He says.
Oh, I know who he's picking.
I'd have to say First one, I'd have to go with Manami Toyota.
Fucking knew it.
Oh yeah, obvious. It was
Yeah.
obvious. That woman. Let me tell you something. Yeah, any match with her. Oh yeah, big
Yes.
time.
That's great.
Another one, Akira Hokuto, WCW's first women's heavyweight champion. And I
Forget
also
that
got to
we
go
had women's
with.
belts.
I also got to go with Sherry Martel, big time,
I fucking love Sherry. Yeah.
sensational Sherry. Oh yeah, and I'm probably going to pick another one, Natalia.
Mm.
Oh, I love Natalia. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. So
Did you see
that's
Stevie
my
Ray
four.
tweet? You see Stevie Ray tweet about Sherry?
No.
Somebody made a meme where it's like if I could find, yeah, here it is.
Oh, I know
When
where.
you date a single mother and meet her teenage sons, and it's a
Yeah.
picture of Sherry with Harlem Heat in the background, and Stevie Ray tweets, "All right, who did this?"
I saw that. To this
fucked
day,
up.
to this day, I still wonder what race Sherry Martel is. I know they say she's a white woman, but clearly, I know.
Okay,
I
got
don't
mine
clearly
now.
see. Oh, are you ready for yours, Philippine?
Yeah, I'm ready for mine.
He's ready.
All righty.
Okay. I would say Becky Lynch,
Nice.
Nia Jax,
Ooh,
Oh,
China definitely,
yeah.
and I'm a toss up right this minute between Scary Sherry and the Fabulous Lula. I'm not.
ooh.
I think I'm going to go with Lula.
Okay. I
Controversial.
see that. Controversial,
Yes.
but nice pick. So, Tom, since you're still on the main screen,
Oh Lord.
now we got two topics left. So it's your turn. So
What's the two topics?
we got you can pick between WWF Golden Era and foreign wrestlers.
Okay. What? I have no answers for the foreign one whatsoever.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So you want to start? So do you want the Golden Era WWF thing?
Oh, yeah. Explain to me what years were the golden era.
I'll say 1984 to 1994 because 94 started New Generation.
Okay.
It ended in 1992.
Oh, that. Hold on.
Okay.
I guess I'm. Yeah. Give me the golden era. And don't make me answer questions first because I'm not going to be able to do this right off the get.
So, who's your Mount Rushmore of the Golden Era?
I'm trying to think.
I mean, do you want me to go
He
first?
wasn't
or-
ready.
Yeah, go ahead. You're gonna have to give me a second. My brain don't work right now.
In other words, he's old. I'm
You
sorry.
It hasn't worked. It hasn't worked for over a week now.
Well, look, while Tom is, recuperating, so I'll start it off. My Golden Era Mount Rushmore WWF. I would have to go with Hogan, even though I'm not the biggest Hogan fan. As a kid, loved him. Ultimate Warrior, obviously. I was more of a Warrior guy. Jake the Snake Roberts
Very
and The
nice.
Undertaker.
Okay.
Let me see. Randomizer, we're going to go with Mikey.
Oh, you going with me? Got you.
You can pass if you don't know.
I know. I'm gonna say Hogan,
Okay.
Ultimate Warrior,
Okay.
Randy Savage,
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
and The Undertaker.
Ooh. Alrighty. Moondoggy.
All right. So I'm going with Hogan, Warrior, Piper, and Andre.
Ooh.
Faith can be quiet. I'm not even reading from Google. I
I
wrote it in my notes.
I was wondering if people were looking at Google while they're doing this.
No,
No,
not
I
really.
just writing it on a piece of paper as I go. Like first names that come to mind, pretty much.
Yeah, I was writing it in my notes.
Well, I mean, I keep it all in my head and everything. But okay, so Savage is one. I'll put Undertaker on that. I was gonna put Roddy Piper, so Roddy Piper gets in there. And I think this is where I'm gonna use. I want to say Brett. He was during that time, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Brett, Roddy Piper. I think I said Undertaker. Maybe I did, and then Savage
did.
for that. Yeah.
That's a nice one. And hopefully coming back from his brain fart, Filthy Tom, while looking at
Yeah. Piper definitely. Andre definitely. Shit. Earthquake.
Nice.
Yeah.
Earthquake.
Ooh,
And
Earthquake.
I would probably have to go with Jake the Snake.
Nice. Alrighty. So then that brings us to our last one, Mount Rushmore. Foreign wrestlers. Japanese, Mexican, Australian, doesn't matter. It can be people from WCW, doesn't matter what promotion. Oh, Base Kip made a good point. Nobody said Razor Ramon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never cared
Yeah.
for his greasy ass.
I just think he's more fucking new gen.
Yeah, I can
He
see
is
that.
golden.
Oh, it's
So,
I would say he's more new gen, even though he came at like the end of '92.
Yeah.
And it's funny how he said his gimmick was based off of Tony Montana. He resembled more of his buddy Manny.
Tony Montana.
Yeah, but Tony's sidekick Manny, he acted more like Manny more than Tony Montana. For those
You know, I hate cocaine, but I love how it smells.
Grow the shop, man. But
Don't
So
fuck
let's
me,
see.
Tony.
yeah, exactly. It's like take it easy. But let's see. My Mount Rushmore foreign wrestler. Damn, this is a tough one. So I'd have to go with Conan,
Oh, yeah, very good one.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Yes.
Damn, this is tougher than what I expected. I'd have to go with the original Black Tiger.
Oh, Rollerball Rocco?
Yep. And I'd have to go for the last one, Ultimo Dragon.
Oh, hell yeah.
Next we got
You got me. All right, so for foreigners, I'm gonna put Rey Mysterio on that list to cover Mexico, to cover
Which
that
one?
base. Huh?
which one?
Junior, because I never really saw
Okay.
anything of King Ray. So putting him on the list.
Okay, I got this.
Let's
I
see.
got
I'm gonna also add Evo and Hiromu onto that list.
Yes.
Like one more. Who else? I have no idea. Like I want to say some more like New Japan wrestlers and shit, but what else do I know? Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We'll add Kenta onto there because of we'll do it for Noah. We'll do it for that.
Hell yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed at your 4.
Look, man, it's hard to think about like foreigners. I love everybody.
Goddamn foreigners.
See, but you being a big fan of Jay White and he's a New Zealander, you didn't put him on the list.
Well, because that would have been obvious.
Just like
His
just like
T-shirt
me.
is my go-to for the gym.
Like I love Jade. I love like all the Bullet Club and everything. But those would have been the obvious picks. I don't want to fill it up with like part 2 of like Jay, Tama, Loa, Hikuleo. There's like Aaron Hanare. There's like a lot of them. Like, let's just go with my picks.
Ooh.
I got my
J-Rod.
picks.
Of course, I knew J-Rod was going to say Chono because that's his low-key father.
Or Masahiro Chino, as he calls him in the chat.
Yeah, Masahiro Chino.
That's the porn parody Masahiro Chono.
Come on. So let's see.
Oh, he's coming all right.
Just leaves me.
I'm passing on this, cuz.
You
As
can't
much
think of
fun-
4 non-American people.
I'll go. Hurry up before I lose my list. Okay. Iron Sheik.
Yes, Bubba.
The British Bulldog.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Ooh.
And William Regal.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Forgot about William Regal. What about Eddie? Eddie Guerrero was born in El Paso.
Yeah, he wasn't actually Mexican.
Wow. That's
I totally was not scribbling out someone to write Eddie just to scribble out Eddie. No.
And I
No.
think we got Moondoggy.
I got Misawa, Kobashi, Minami Toyota, and Muto. Keiji
Ooh,
Muto.
okay. Manami Toyota stole mine, didn't you? Okay.
Yes.
Get your own baby fat model looking wrestler. I'm just saying, when she went heel and started wearing jeans and like jean
Mom
bodysuits
jeans.
to the ring, no, she wasn't wearing those. She was wearing them tight jeans, and it's crazy because he was just as flexible wearing a one-piece jean outfit than she was wearing her regular ring attire. That woman has like the craziest flexibility for the wrestling moves that she did. Especially that Hawaiian Ocean Cyclone suplex hold. It's unique. I would love to see someone of the current generation use that as a finisher.
Right.
That's just me. That's just me. I'm just happy if I see a brain buster every now and then.
Yeah, that was actually on purpose and not on accident. I've seen a couple accident ones.
Oh yeah, well look, if there's anything we know about you, you're very vocal, you know.
I've accidentally given a fisherman one. I don't know why. It had to be my 3rd or 4th match. I grabbed the guy by the back of his leg and fucking do it. He was fine, thank God, but I was like, what the fuck did I do that for?
Accidentally on purpose.
I don't know. I was green. I'm still green, but that time I was really like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing in this ring.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Man, it's so glad to be around y'all tonight, you know. It's the last show of the year.
Yeah.
You know. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So,
We still have
I
a
saw
whole
on
nother
the
hour
news
show
that
to go.
Tony Storm got Oh yeah, we do. We're on hour 2 now. So, quick question to you guys. So I saw on the news today, Tony Storm released from WWE. On the same week, Jimmy Wang Yang was released as a producer. Guys, thoughts on that?
I didn't know he was a producer.
My
Oh, yeah,
thoughts
he was a
on it,
producer.
I'm gonna just say Tony wasn't even getting treated right on the main roster. And let's just keep it a buck. Like, she did what she wanted to do for herself. She knew she was not gonna get nowhere, obviously. So might as well just ask for my release, and I'm gonna just go somewhere else and do it. Might as well go back to Stardom. She will do perfectly there. That's my opinion on it.
All right, Marie.
So it is unfortunate that Tony Storm left WWE only because it's like, at least it was like a place to work and whatnot, but it's unfortunate because of the timing and everything of like, oh, she got released and it's like, okay, that's not normal. But she probably felt some type of way like in the back or whatever was happening I personally thought that the push that they were giving her was a good push with Charlotte. It could have like created something new, something different, except for like throwing pies in each other's faces. But uh, I really think that like if they weren't trying to tell that underdog story because they're trying to like recapture that fire or like audience to be like let's get behind the baby face and stuff, like it really wasn't working for Tony. Tony has a lot of charisma and she has a lot of joy. You could see it like coming from her personality, like no matter what. Why would you want to try to, I don't know, mess that up in a way when you having her face Charlotte in the sense of like she has to do this horrible cry. The spot in the match where Charlotte was like yelling at her and then like slapping her to try to get that anger and fire going, and then all of a sudden she hits her finisher and then that's it. That was a bad look. I was like, how do you do that? How do you really do that stuff? But we all know that Tony would definitely land back on her feet, and I really thought that they would have still kept Tony to try to get Juice Robinson back with WWE once his contract is like officially up with New Japan. So I thought they were gonna like use her as leverage since in their personal lives they are engaged. But WWE was just like, all right, cool, you asked for your release, all right, we'll see you. It wasn't even like a second thought of like, hey, how can we change? Because I'm not sure if WWE wants to like change anything they do in the match.
Sadly, if they would have brought Juice Robinson back, they would have put him back in the same position.
CJ Parker. They're at a fucking point where if you ask for your release, you get it. So, like,
I mean, hey,
if Tony felt like she wanted to leave, that tells me Tony has bigger and better ideas for herself, and she's be just fucking fine.
Yeah.
All these fucking people that do release, they're gonna realize it's fucking like they're gonna like kick themselves in the ass when one of them becomes a fucking huge fucking star somewhere else because they could be like,
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
But it is what it is. Budget cuts.
It happens all the time.
And
the DVDs aren't even safe from budget cuts. They fucking discontinue the DVDs now, and they're like budget cuts. Like, come on, man. Though I have a friend who collects all the DVDs. He says honestly the DVDs died out in like 2018 because ever since then they only release like 24 compilations and the pay-per-views. Stuff you can get on Peacock.
Right.
And they sell it very cheap in stores like Walmart.
Yeah, and you get like fucking 3 free wrestling cards with it. What was cool was when the network was around. Say like that Sting. If anybody remembers the Warrior documentary, well, if you got the DVD version, you got like an extra half hour on that documentary, and you got matches along with it. So that was a cool selling point for it, and I usually would get them. But of course, that was then. This is now. I never thought I'd be nostalgic for 2014.
Wow.
Childhood.
It's a crazy time, and honestly, I can personally see Tony going back to Stardom because of Stardom's working relationship with New Japan. Juice Robinson's still in New Japan for the time being. That might give Tony a chance. I mean, when she was NXT UK champion, they were still letting her compete in Stardom. So
wait, really?
Yeah, when she was in
in the UK. NXT UK.
I didn't even know that.
NXT UK is a fucking outlaw land. Like all those UK guys can wrestle elsewhere. Like Walter has wrestled on BJW with the WWE UK title on him.
Yeah,
it's the weirdest thing.
And Meiko Satomura, the current women's champion on NXT UK, she still runs Sendai Girls Pro Wrestling. Still wrestles on the regular there. So
wasn't that what got what's his name in trouble? Pete Dunne? Wasn't it Pete Dunne versus what's his name? He stepped on the belt and that got him a lot of heat. But like he didn't work for WWE anyway, so like it even fucking mattered. That guy turned out to be a scumbag anyway, so fuck him.
I mean, I think that's probably why I think that's probably why he's pushed the way he is on NXT. Like he should have been NXT champion a while now, but.
Pete Dunne's fucking awesome.
I don't see it happening on 2.0. luckily for Pete, he is still young. You
Oh
know,
fuck yeah.
he's still just
He's 28,
getting
isn't he?
started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
he's
like
still
that.
in his 20s. And mind you, I was watching old footage of him and when he was in Michinoku Pro in Japan.
Yeah,
And
wasn't he like 16?
yeah,
I was gonna say he started young, didn't he?
yeah, pretty much like a Okada
Yeah,
or Katsuki,
I would have
you
never been
know.
able to do that. Like everyone's like, "Do you wish you got into wrestling sooner?" I'm like, "Fuck no," because I just
Well, I
wouldn't have been
mean,
mature enough. You know, I would
well,
have got pissed
you
off and
also,
left.
well, you also got to look at it like this too. I mean, that's just like we mentioned on the past episode. To me, the real women's revolution, you know, all Japan women's had a rule where when you turn 25, you had to retire. Akira
Yeah,
Hokuto debuted when she was in middle school. She dropped out of middle school just to be a wrestler. A lot of people
Wow.
didn't know that.
it's crazy.
Middle school. But it's funny we see that now with promotions like Ice Ribbon and Gato Move. You know, mind you, Rio was a kid when she debuted. Saray was
Yeah,
a
she's
kid when
12.
she debuted because they both originally came from the Ice Ribbon Dojo with Emi Sakura before she became a comedy act. So
Comedy act.
yeah, at one point, Emi Sakura was a serious wrestler because she originally came from All Japan Women's.
I don't know,
So
man. Rocking the Freddy mustache, I take that seriously. Nah, I love her. I love the Freddy gimmick. Her and this guy named Freddie Mercurio in UK in the UK scene. Like I love the Freddy gimmicks. They're awesome.
oh wow. So with info from Jersey Devil, Dunn began training at 12 and debuted the following year. Wow.
Wasn't done like Regal, where it's like he had a tough upbringing, so like he got into wrestling or something.
I mean, he
I can't
also
re- I can't remember. I could be pulling shit out of my ass. But
that and plus being of mixed descent also didn't help him.
gotta love
Right.
racism, right?
Yeah,
Be a,
well,
to
people
be
didn't
a
know.
white guy, the only white guy in a black neighborhood.
Well, not just that. Pete Dunne came from black ancestry. He has
I know.
black family, but it's crazy. Like in the beginning, you kind of didn't see it because he kind of looked like Owen Hart. But then, as you see him age at such a young, he's aging hard at a young age, and it's like, okay, now I see it. I definitely see it now. You know, so it's crazy those type of situations. You know, and recently, the Billington Bulldogs in the UK. If you ever get a chance, check them out. Tom Billington's nephews, the late Dynamite Kid, they're
Oh
wrestling,
shit!
and they were in middle school when they started training.
Got
And
no idea. That's crazy.
oh yeah, Mark and Thomas Billington. Thomas Billington looks just like Dynamite Kid,
Hmm.
just like him. If you ever get a chance, check them out. The Billington Bulldogs. They they're like I said, one of them looks like Dynamite, like built and everything. But you can tell with the current generation compared to back then, you know, a lot of people that are getting that muscle mass, it's more naturally now. Because these days you can be 220 and looked at as a heavyweight. Whereas 20 years ago that wasn't really accepted.
Shit, wasn't back then juniors were like 230, like two. It was a lot heavier
Yeah,
than it is
like,
now.
oh yeah, because back then, like even Bret Hart mentioned it on documentaries that, you know, even though he was like 230, he was looked at as a junior heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because his height.
You know.
You know?
Well, no, just his weight. His height would have been considered heavyweight. Like even when, you know, when he was wrestling Misawa when he was Tiger Mask 2. You know, both guys were considered junior heavyweights, unfortunately. That's the mind blowing part about it. Speaking of cruiserweights and junior heavyweights, so not sure if you guys have been following NXT 2.0,
No.
aka Double Dare on Nickelodeon. Um, the storyline of the title unification between the Cruiserweight Championship and the North American Championship. So it looks like they might be discontinuing the Cruiserweight division as a whole. What are your thoughts on that?
They could have just retired the belt and called it a day. Why do we always have to have like unifications like for everything? Just retire the belt.
Right.
Well, that's been the history
think
of
that
wrestling, though. You always
I
unify
know.
the belt to retire it. And you know, it could be as simple as fuck this belt, like they did the Euro title back in the day, where fucking Shane McMahon just threw it in the garbage, and then Naked Midian dug it out of the trash. Shit like that. No, I mean, if you're gonna get rid of it, I think that would be better. As a fucking wrestling, whatchamacallit, a traditionalist, I prefer unify it and then it fucks off. Like most fucking, most the IWGP unifications, and honestly, most of Raw 2002, 2003, when they would just unify all these fucking belts to get rid of them. Like the hardcore title,
Yeah,
the IC title, the fucking Euro title.
And I thought that was a dumb move, them getting rid of the Intercontinental.
Yeah, which they figured out this is dumb and they gave it back. Thank God. You know,
Yeah, it got unified when Triple H beat Kane.
that match is fucking
But it's
horrible.
like, why would you? That's one of your original titles. Why would you do that?
Well, as my mind is like that match was like rough, and then I think about their chain match for the Intercontinental title from like 01. That match fucking rules. Like they kicked
did.
ass.
Like that was that part of the Attitude Era where feuds were like on point, you know.
Oh yeah,
But-
Kane is so fucking underrated sometimes. I cannot even. He's so fucking good. Especially that era, like 01, 02, where like he's tearing it up in like tag matches or just singles matches with Triple H and shit. Like he can go, and I love it.
Yeah.
I'm a Canaanite.
Oh, you're a Canaanite. So, Mikey, what's your thoughts about the title unification?
Honestly, they needed to because there's really no cruiserweights. So I mean, it is what it is at this point. I just hope it helps the future. If it doesn't, then that's gonna fall back on them. It's gonna look bad. But I'm perfectly fine with it.
Sorry about the vibration.
And it's crazy because it was, as mentioned by Jersey Devil, which is true. Well, technically, I wouldn't say it's the third time. It's actually that company history where they retired the cruiserweight light heavyweight title. The first belt was the WWF light heavyweight title and the junior heavyweight titles, which were used as trophies for the J Cup. And one of the belts was part of the J Crown, if I remember correctly.
They were, yeah.
But
I think that
yeah.
because when it appeared on WCW, suddenly I think WWF was like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
yeah,
Because Dragon showed up
was
with
kinda
it. We're like,
weird
"Wait a
that-
minute."
I'm surprised he didn't get heat for that.
I think he did, or at
But
least,
it's
or at
the
least
J-
WWF was like, "Hey, we want our belt back. Give it back."
When they never
'Cause
got
then
it
also-
back there.
They never did. Yeah, that's true. They ended up getting a new one, but like, I think if all the other Japanese companies were like, "Hey, we want our belts back," around that same time though, because like I think the J Cup started getting fucked up or some shit.
And not just that, most of those belts, I want to say half of those belts went to Toryumon Japan. Like I know
Yeah,
the British Commonwealth belt did, the welterweight belt did, the middleweight belt did, the world light heavyweight belt did. So yeah, that's right. Half of the J Crown right there. Pretty much all the NWA belts was taken.
I was gonna say something I don't remember though. Fuck! It was something funny too, or something good anyway. Oh, I remember now. Before I started wrestling, it was towards the end of me and my buddies like wrestling podcast. We actually did an episode on like the history of the cruiserweight title in WWE. It was such a good episode because I did a shit ton of research for it. If there's any time I miss being a fan, it's those times, especially towards the end of of that podcast, because like we were really hitting it. But like talking about the cruiserweight title and the history of it, I was like, oh, that's right, I did that. That was fucking awesome. It's like every now and again I'll think about doing that again, but it's like I don't. I'm just worried about heat and shit, so I'm just like, no, it's probably not worth it. You know,
It's crazy.
leave it to the other. Leave it to the other fans. You know, because they'll do an even better job than I. Why is there always awkward silences on this fucking show?
It's because me and Mike are messaging backstage.
There's 5 of us. We can't talk about dicks or something. Like, come on!
Oh my god!
So we're gonna for those who are watching live that are not subscribed, we're gonna take a quick ad break. For those who are subscribed and following, we appreciate you. Also, take the moment to subscribe and follow. If you don't want to hear the next ad right now, subscribe. If you got Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. After the ads, we'll be joined in by our resident big boss man, J-Rod. So we're going to go ahead with the ad. And while that's going on, I just also want to mention, hello, this is my... And it's been a while since I did one of these at MikeWorldOrder.com. Ladies, if you're looking for love from a man named Mike, then look no further. All you have to do is go to MikeWorldOrder.com. That's MikeWorldOrder.com. And then, if you're looking for love and your name is Mike, then you too look no further. All you have to do is go to MikeWorldOrder.com. Because at the end of the day, you can only spell love M-I-K-E at MikeWorldOrder.com. Paid for by Mike World Order Incorporated. As well as, if you're looking for a hot mom or a hot dad, you go to TomsForMomsAndDads.com. Get with the fad today. Now, before we continue our next segment, for those who had to be interrupted by the ad, as you see, we got our resident big boss man, J-Rod. How's it going tonight, J-Rod? You know, reporting live.
It's going. I need 2 more of these tonight. I'm done.
Got your cup of coffee. The man's putting in work. The man stays putting in work, man. You know what I'm saying? Man. And speaking of
that
work,
he does.
And speaking of work, also beside this handsome officer, big boss man, whatever, from the Bronx, right next to him, as you see, a nice creation, the Mike World Order logo, created by our very own Base Kit. Whenever you want a logo, t-shirt,
that fucking guy?
He does it all. Commission based, very affordable for what he does. Don't get it twisted. This ain't your typical Dollar General quality graphics. No. This guy puts work in, and he puts it in well. Okay? So for those out there who want to give their grievances about it, give it a try. You won't be disappointed. Trust me. For those who bought the Mike World Order t-shirt, the new ones, the Mike Thunder logo that they seen that's based off of Braun Breaker, that's all from Base Kit. If you watch front row material as well as Colta Beardo and 6 Degrees of Separation with Written Renegade. Those new logos that's been coming out, those new graphics, yeah, base kit. Okay, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to put 2 and 2 together. And know that when you want work that's done legit, call your boy Base Kit.
Send Kip.
Yeah, instead of sending you, I'm sending Kit.
Send Kip.
Send Kit.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. I don't know if is it me or we're just a tag team of destruction that we just destroy people on Twitter.
Oh, I've noticed y'all been taking it out on Twitter recently. You know, and I'm gonna hold that thought.
Twitter warriors.
Oh man, Mikey got offline. I was about to zoom in on them. He covered that screen. He said, I want to make sweet love to you. Oh man, but J Rod, how's everything been going on there, man? Things have been good?
It's been going good, just working, you know, I'm pulling the back-to-back tomorrow, then Friday I gotta work my other site, and then I'm calling out on Saturday to take the kids out. I told them I was gonna take them out to do stuff, so trying to spend more time with the family, more quality, you know, and more quality time with the wife, you know. And with her, I gotta pack the heat and clap cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Oh God.
Clap them cheeks, boy.
About them cheeks,
Woman.
boy.
How about them cheeks, woman? I know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just been busy, man.
I see it. Busy, coffee drinking. I'm telling you.
DDT, Glee watching.
You only watch Glee from Michiko Miyagi. Don't be fooling us.
Nah, I thought it was the Kazuyashi and Minoru Tanaka, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's the reason why I watch Glee, but
No,
I watched
like
it for El Lindemann, who was a gorgeous
Michiko
motherfucker.
Miyagi went through a whole character transfer, so she got rid of that crazy Cassandra Miyagi gimmick and just went more of a serious role, you know.
El Lindemann looking like the Japanese Ric Flair, all tanned and buff.
Yeah, but here's the thing: 2004 Ric Flair when he grew out his hair. That era of Flair, not even like his heyday.
You can tell he strained his hair. You know El Lindemann strained his hair.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean,
he straight. Oh yeah, that straightener, and he bleaches it. Like fuck yeah, that man gets a whole thing done with his hair.
Yeah, and it cracks me up because when he poses, even though he's like flexing and all that, he seems like he's more into his hair than him flexing his muscles.
I think he also does the what's his name? What's his name? The fucking the guy the luchador everybody thinks is a dick. Mil Mascaras. He does the Mil Mascaras gut suck. You know?
Okay.
I like Mil Mascaras.
I like him too, but apparently he's a dick to deal with.
I mean, they said that about Silver King too. So.
No, okay. I have not heard the Silver King stories, but I remember reading in Jericho's book where he talked about Mascaras got up in his face and said, "No one gives a fuck about you. They only give a fuck about me." And then Jericho just told him to fuck off, and they wrestled whatever match Jericho had in mind.
Sounds like Connect.
No, he wrestled Mascaras.
I know what I'm saying.
He
reminds me of Connect because Connect is that same way too. Because
Connect 4.
He was the guy that was booking the UWA. I mean, and UWA Mexico. He had it where he was constantly the champion. Like if there was a wrestler visiting, they would win the belt, and then like less than a week later, they lose the belt back to Connect. Like Too Cold Scorpio used to complain all the time about it.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, and it's crazy seeing Two Cold still go the way he does.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah, all with a mask, by the way. Like he's very COVID conscious. He wrestles with that fucking mask on, or the bandana. I'm like, hey, fucking go for it, man. I couldn't do that.
Because he's a gangster.
shit, I'm,
Too close to gangster.
Hell yeah.
yeah, because I remember that one time he used to wrestle in Tokyo Pro Wrestling as a masked character. What was it? Black Wazuma? It was like based off of a car.
Oh. What
Yeah.
was it? Wasn't Drago's Battery Man or some shit?
Oh no, he just called
he's
himself.
like an electric battery sponsor gimmick.
I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting gimmick because last I checked, a Wazuma is a car.
Probably is. It's probably a sponsor thing.
Yeah. I mean, I
That's
should
so
have
weird.
been. 'Cause- Yeah, and the way he used to do that slingshot 450, I was like, dang, he would do it so crisp.
My favorite
Swear,
Two
man.
Coast. What do you mean? That's gonna be another question of mine, Mike. Because we talked about it. What is your favorite Two Coast Scorpio match in WCW?
Wow. I'd have to say his match against Barry Windham at Clash of the Champions for the NWA World Heavyweight title.
That was actually a good match too. I remember watching that match as a kid. Mine was against Chris Benoit, Super Brawl 3. That was a great match.
Oh, the match where it was 1 minute away from a time limit draw and he got the pin.
Yeah. He did this crazy 360 spin off the top rope and just like landed on him. I was like, holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Super Scorpio was very athletic.
Yeah, but I remember, I think it was Slamboree. It was that tag match with him and Bagwell against Benoit and Eaton, and he botched the tumbleweed, the corkscrew leg
Yeah.
drop, and he literally like ass landed on Benoit's head. And Too Cold ain't no small dude. That's like a
No.
250-pound
thick
guy.
boy.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
250
damn,
pounds that can move.
Oh hell yeah, he
Yeah.
can move for his size.
shit. I saw one of his ECW matches where it was him and Jericho, and out of nowhere he popped out a shooting star press. I said, "What the hell?"
Was that the 4-way? Him, Jericho, Pitbull, and
Oh no,
it was Shane Douglas.
no,
No, it was
wasn't
singles?
four-way. It was a regular singles match because Too Cold had on the black Wazuma outfit without the mask.
Nice.
I did meet him in person at one point during like a meet and greet, and then watched him wrestle live at like an indie. So Two Coast Scorpio is cool. I even gave him my business card at one point.
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
it.
he's from what I've heard, he's a great fucking guy. Just don't piss him off because he could kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Odd.
That motherfucker will kill you.
Ask Buff Bagwell. How many people want to kill that guy?
Ask well, you can't really ask Cock, but before 2003, ask Cock.
I mean, wasn't he on like that TV show Gigolos? Because he was trying to be a male gigolo.
Who?
Buff Bagwell.
I think he
Buff
was. I know his mom shaved his
Yeah, 'cause
bag.
I remember seeing you.
Oh, Judy Bagwell.
Welcome back, Mike.
Oh yeah.
I had to do something for my own. I had to go downstairs and pick up some medicine and stuff. So, yeah,
All good.
I'm back now.
Welcome
But the
back,
thing was
welcome
too,
back.
Moondog, he played as a male gigolo in GWF as the handsome stranger, and his rivalry storyline was with Scotty Anthony, Scotty the Body, who we had known as Mike
Raven.
Bingo.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I ain't gonna lie. I like Johnny. I like the Johnny Polo gimmick.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's a fun, colorful character, and it's funny he drops to like black and white grunge fucking Raven, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's right. He was on Cowboys for Angels.
Oh
That was straight up.
my
Gigolo.
god, that's hilarious.
God bless that man. Hey, make
Scotty
your money.
Flamingo,
Fuck
he's
it.
my favorite
Forget what
character,
people
too.
say.
Yeah, because I remember after Conrad Thompson pointed it out on What Happened When, me and J Rod actually saw the profile and laughed about it. I was like, you can't
We
be
looked at it.
serious.
It was like, what the fuck? It's like,
Marcus,
come on, really?
it's like Marcus
Was
is a
he a
well
natural
experienced Southern
born
gentleman.
gigolo? Natural born gigolo.
Like, what the, it's like, what the fuck are we watching? Like,
Yes. That's all you need to know.
With the American
Yes.
Males
it's
theme
just
song
weird.
coming in the background. American Males, American Males.
Jeez.
Wasn't that supposed to be Tommy Dreamer and Buff?
Not Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, Tommy
No,
Dreamer's
that
going
was
to be an American male.
Scotty. Really?
Yeah.
Well, they chose the right guy with Scott with
Oh,
Scotty
yeah.
Riggs.
It was either going to be Tommy or Scotty, I feel like. Something like that.
If it was Tommy and Scotty, it would have worked. But I don't think it would have worked with Marcus and Tommy.
Something. I don't know. It's an
I
interesting,
don't
like,
think so.
different multiverse. Like, what if Tommy signed with WCW and became one of the American males? What would ECW be like without Tommy Dreamer? I don't know if it'd be around longer, honestly. Because Tommy kept that
Yeah,
shit
'cause-
going for a few more years.
Oh, I remember that
Yeah.
too. What Jersey Devil just said. Oh, I remember that one. I heard
My
stories
goodness.
about that one. Jason heard it from the Wonder Years.
Yeah, because he was best friends with Eric Bischoff.
Yes. I remember Brian Myers on I think on a few podcasts, he talked about he worked a show with Bagwell, and Bagwell for the whole show sat in front of a box, like sat in a chair backwards in front of a box fan, and just let the air blow on him for like the whole fucking show, pretty much. He's an interesting character, to say the
That's
least.
just like the story of. That's like the story of Lex Luger having someone peel a giant bucket of shrimp for him at the bar.
Oh god, that's right. He didn't want to contaminate his fingers.
Oh.
Fucking Lex. I'm so glad to hear like he's such a good person now compared to that.
Yeah. Jersey Devil made a good point. He was built from Dreamland, so he would have fit right in with every shitty hometowns.
Oh hell yeah.
If he would have used that, Jim Herd would have loved Tommy Dreamer. Because they could have gave him a really shitty gimmick, even though he would have had a nice payoff. Sadly, the ECW fan base would have crucified him because eventually would have gone to ECW.
Oh fuck yeah. They crucified him anyway. I love that story Mikey Whipwreck told him where like there's gonna be a spot, it was Funk and Dreamer or something. There's gonna be a spot where the ref takes a bump and Terry Funk's god damn it. The fans with Tommy Dreamer, the ref takes a bump, they'll be chanting ref, ref, ref.
Only in ECW.
Oh yeah. They hated Dreamer. Nothing he did they liked.
Yeah, Raven saved his career, whether fans would want to admit that or not.
I've heard Sandman saved his career. Well, then again, that's the narrative they play. So I don't know, or at least that's where the start of it probably was when he caned him like 10 fucking times. Where it's like Jesus Christ.
I would think
gave
I would
him
think
that
all those
sympathy card
guys.
as a pretty boy.
Wait, who?
Dreamer.
Tommy Dreamer.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. But I think all those guys in that circle, Tommy, Raven, Sandman, even like RVD, they all like saved each other's lives. Because it was like crazy from like start to finish, no matter what.
Right, where would they have gone without each other?
Yeah,
Especially without ECW, where would they have all have went?
I immediately thought of a CCW. I immediately thought of that, but I'm like, that wasn't that big then.
That wasn't there till '99 either. And if anything, they were just like CZW started as, oh, we're gonna be more extreme than fucking ECW.
Yeah,
That's what XPW said too.
Exactly. It's amazing. Companies were formed just to be like, let's go further than ECW.
Yep.
Yeah, XPW took it to a new level using porn.
Oh my god, that Dark Side episode was fucking nuts.
Oh, I didn't get to see it yet.
It's funny because I read all of that in PWI when I was younger.
They were
And I
gonna
was
cut
like,
off a man's
oh,
cock.
shit. Yeah, they already cut off his thumb.
They cut it.
Yeah, the Messiah, because the Messiah was messing around with Lizzie Borden, Rob Black's fiance or whatever she was to him.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the
Bunch of
wrestling business can be
fornicators.
quite great, Mikey.
I love the idea that there'd be like front desk ladies and porn being filmed the next room over, and the fucking front desk lady's like, yep, this is another day in the office as they file their nails waiting for the next customer to come in, you know? Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. My
I
God.
mean, it's wild, man. That's the wrestling business.
That's the porn
I mean,
business.
XPW alone.
I love New Jack. One of New Jack's payoffs or some shit. He went into the fucking porn library of Rob Black's and just took like a crate load of porn. I love it. He just fucking took his hand, took all the porn off the desk. Oh my God.
Only New Jack could get away with shit like that.
New Jack was a fucking legend. My God.
I mean, it's a shame he's no longer with us, but man, could you imagine having him on an episode of MWO?
Right.
Ooh,
I hope to
man.
meet his son one day. The one that's wrestling right now. Was
Just
it
imagine the shit.
oh, excuse me, that's my bad. She identifies as she. She's a drag queen, or not drag queen. Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah, I think she is.
Want some
Yes,
coffee?
but there's a better word for that, and I'm fucking up.
I mean, well, it's not necessarily a transgender because she's not changing anything.
Right.
She
true.
just dresses like it. I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
It's a man dressed in a woman's clothes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's gorgeous too. You know.
Yeah.
And I heard she told a story where like she found out later that New Jack watched matches, like their first couple matches, and she got all fucking excited. But of course, they were estranged at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame. But no, I follow them on Twitter. They're fucking really great. I hope to meet them one day.
Wow. I mean, can you just imagine that? Like, I still just had like a visual of that New Jack on MWO. Awesome. I'm on this show right now. And I lost my damn mind, but I'm doing it because MikeWorldOrder gave me a nice little payoff.
Let's just say, after $400. Was it? I think Rit sent us a DM between the two of how much he asked for an hour. I was just like, Jesus. But it would have been so worth it. Like, you would have got your money's worth regardless.
Exactly. Especially with
believe
New Jack, the way he was. Shit. Tase your ass.
It's a New Jack. Like, of course. Like, anything to get him on, yeah, I would be like, I don't know. I'd probably lose my shit, not gonna lie. I would. I'd be like, I'm your biggest
I
fan,
think all
New
of us
Jack.
would.
I could see you doing that too. Fangirling out on us.
He would have.
Yeah.
He would have told you. He would probably would have said, "Shut up, bitch."
Exactly. And I would have been like, yes, sir. I'd say, yes, sir, no problem, sir. I would not have no shame. I would say,
Yeah, I can picture him saying that too going on.
I'd be like, yes, sir.
Oh man.
He'd be like, and I'm gonna tell you something else. He's like, y'all done lost your damn mind. Put me on this show. Cause I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna come back. And y'all better have my money too.
I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what he would have said too. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
beat your
beat your ass like you stole something.
ass.
Yeah, I could see definitely New Jack. Well, I mean, we've had some interesting guests on Mike World Order, especially in 2021. You know, I'd
Mm-hmm.
probably say the one that stood out the most to me. I'd say it had to be a tie between Rene Dupree and Moondog's drum moment.
That was on After Dark. I wasn't even on the fucking show.
It was still a show.
It was still a show.
It was
It was
something.
still
I don't
a
know what
show.
the fuck it was, but it was something.
It was
Yeah,
greatness.
yeah, I forgot you didn't. I forgot you didn't remember. You was out there, but it was, bro.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
Speaking of my
It was so
stepdad,
perfect.
we went to go see Spider-Man without him. He told us he was gonna go, and then he's like, "I don't want to go." And we're like, "Why? I don't want to go." What the fuck is wrong with you? It's a great movie.
I'm going to see that tomorrow.
That was the second time I seen it.
Is it good?
He missed
Like,
out. It's great. I fucking loved it. William Dafoe steals the fucking show. You know,
William Dafoe.
really?
like I actually rewatched the Toby trilogy after seeing it after seeing the new Spider-Man for the first time, and then when my mom was like, "Hey, you want to go see the Spider-Man movie?" and I was like, "Yeah, I saw it with a buddy." Like, oh, I'm like, "No, I'll see it. I have no problem seeing it again, Mom. Please take me." My brother's up from college for the holiday, so we went and saw it again, and oh my god, it was just as good as it was the first time.
I seen the very first one in theaters when it came out. I remember that one.
When I was a child, I had to be like, I don't remember, but like we saw Spider-Man 2 at a drive-in, but I was asleep. I woke up and I see Dr. Octopus's dead body drowning in a river, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Why didn't you wake me up?" And like we tried to, but of course I was like 6 at the time, so I had to see the movie like a year later when it came out on VHS and DVD. My grandma and grandpa for some reason had it on VHS, so I watched it that way.
Interesting.
That movie's fucking good. The second one is like ridiculously good, actually.
The first two ones were good.
Yeah.
The first two ones were good.
The
But
third
I
one.
stopped watching. I don't know why. I just stopped watching that third one.
The third one was, I don't think it was that bad, but them shoehorning Venom into that was rough. Like, I think you probably could have had the storyline of him getting a little too into himself without Venom in it. But especially with Sandman, because Sandman was already a strong character in that movie. In fact, I get emotional thinking about the third movie because at the time, everything was going on with my dad, and my dad was really relating with Sandman at the time.
First time counter in the room.
I don't know. I used to watch a lot of it.
Oh, your profile picture is so cute. It's a piggy pushing a grocery cart. I love it.
I know Mike is trying to wonder who that person is.
Who cares? It's somebody who's like,
They
hey,
said hi.
they're
Say
talking
hi
about
back.
wrestling.
Goodbye.
Mikey starts. Goodbye, bitch.
Mikey, that wasn't nice.
Hey, first time chatter, Mikey flips them off.
Right? Damn, Mikey.
I'm not out of it.
Yo, but first
am.
of all, you don't know me.
You don't know me, bitch.
Bitch.
I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna stop loving you, bitch. Oh my god.
Yo, that shit was funny. But yeah. Speaking of comic movies, I mean, I think I've seen most of the Avenger movies, but other than that, I don't know.
Hey, yo, Mike.
I'm more of a baseball guy. I mean, what can I say? And more
What's
wrestling, a
up,
little bit of
Mikey?
martial arts.
When you gonna defend them titties?
What?
Great
Where
classic.
did that come from?
I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
That's
I
a
mean,
classic Mikey starts
Mikey
home.
did. Mikey did
He just
kickstart
come right out of left field with it.
funniest quote.
Yeah, he's done. I guess he knows it's getting close to being
Yeah,
after
there's
dark.
It's the whole thing with Craig Classic. That was hilarious. That was a whole funny ass episode.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
literally,
remember.
because Craig said, "Who, me?"
I still
then
remember the
Mike
fun
titties,
meth
and said it with
story.
such like confusion.
I love Craig's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, I got a fun meth story. Like, wait, what?
What?
Want to run that by me
There's
again?
such thing as a fun metaphor.
Yo, Craig is
live
a
it.
character,
Apparently, he had a
man.
fun metaphor.
He's hilarious.
He is different.
He's just he's just different,
He's
a different
Craig
breed.
He
He's
needs
just a
Jesus.
different breed.
He's from Long Island.
It's a New York.
Oh, that says it all.
You know.
It's a New York. It's a New York thing.
Goddamn New
It's a Long Island
Yorkers.
thing.
It's a New York
Goddamn
thing.
Yankees.
It's a
Hold
New
up
York.
now. Hold up. Marie, J-Rod, Mikey. That's New York right there.
Yes.
Oh, shit, Moondog. I can't help you there. Me and J-Rod.
I'm from Chicago, so I'm biased.
I mean,
Well, I'm
it's
not
you're
from
on your
Chicago.
own.
I'm from Rockford, but you know.
I don't feel bad. I moved out of New York when I was a kid, but I spent more of my time in New York than I did here in Connecticut, because Connecticut's a fucking boring ass state. God damn.
Connecticut's full of rich cunts and
New York
fucking
is fine.
just assholes. Fuck them.
I mean, you got some
The
bad
bougie
areas,
of the
but it
bougie.
looks like the city I'm working at right now. It looks like the Blue Lake version of Boston. It's like a flea
Oh,
market
man.
out here.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. It looks like the wannabe 125th Street when you go to Harlem. It's like
Damn.
Damn.
it's
Right,
like
Connecticut is all bougie.
it's
Damn.
bougie when you go further up north, though. When you go
Yeah.
up
The
north,
bootleg
like
125th
Hartford,
Street.
stores, like you know, by where the Massachusetts line is at, that's the bougie areas, and then they have a farm next to the college, which is UConn, which is true because I've been there. That's when I used to party and all that when I was young.
You could get
Go to
like
the
free
college
milk.
parties.
You can get free milk from the farm.
He needs some milk.
Nah, I'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
That cow is poison.
Yep, that cow is poison.
Those eggs aren't
I don't
even
know what
eggs.
Yo, them eggs not
They're
even
shit.
eggs.
Those udders are infected.
Oh my god.
Them titties are infected.
Oh god.
Yo, we're supposed to be 8 today, right?
I've been on
All of a
my,
sudden, I'm the one that's gonna get blamed for this one.
no, I've been on my best behavior, so
This is all your fault, J-Rod.
And you sound like my
Oh,
wife there.
your
Oh god.
Mikey never acts up. Okay, Mikey never acts up. Mikey's just always on his best behavior.
Lies.
I don't know. I
Lies.
just say whatever. I'll be alright.
Wait
Right.
until the after dark starts.
All right.
I'll wait.
And
Maybe
we have like
one
11
time.
minutes.
Maybe one time I acted up on a lie.
One
Maybe
time.
one time, and I think it was because of that little troll that was in the comment.
Oh, you talking about
Oh,
my
you
boy
mean-
NJ
Yes.
and Jocker?
Jocker.
Oh yeah, I'm working with him today, by the way.
And Jocker.
That's when
Yeah,
I
he
act
said,
up.
Mikey, he sends his regards today.
Mm.
I was like, who the hell is this N Jocker guy?
Yeah, we try to get N Jocker on the show.
I come to find out it's my fucking coworker pulling a rib on Mikey.
Well, he had you going a little bit too, J-Rod.
I know.
He was coming at you and Mikey. That was the great part.
But the funny part was that he didn't even really come that hard though. Like,
Right? No, it was just like the subtle shit that he said.
Right.
yeah.
Brian Zane just shared a tweet. Wow, the vintage of this tweet, and it's WWE celebrating Pride Month with Jake Atlas. I think that's his name. Jake Atlas, Tony Storm, Frankie Monette, and Mercedes Martinez, who none of them are with the company anymore.
Yo.
Right?
Oh,
They're like,
my
shove it in your
God.
face.
Uh-huh.
No more Pride for WWE.
Oh shit.
They
Damn
took them
it.
all out.
They fired my people.
It's a damn shame.
Damn shame.
Shake
God
my
damn.
head, man.
It's a shame, man.
Something fucking cool is there's a lot of like local shows here in Chicago that have like Pride titles. Like there's one in Indiana, I know that has one. I think there's one in Chicago. I never have won a title, but like if that could be my first title, I'll shit myself in the ring.
Wait, what?
Oh,
shit
God.
myself.
Then they'll have to strip you of the title because that's just embarrassing.
Clean this mat, or you don't keep the belt. You're
That's
dropping at the next
disgusting.
show if you don't clean this shit.
Disgusting.
You don't shit yourself when you're excited.
No.
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 Fuck. Oh,
Who
man.
does that? That?
I thought it was normal.
No, that's
Fuck.
not normal. Damn, Moondog.
I better wipe myself.
So you was a different breed.
You better use a Mike Thunder man pawn.
A Mike Thunder what?
Man pawn.
What is that?
You don't know what a man pawn is?
No! Like a male tampon?
He doesn't know what a man.
What is that? A dildo with a condom on it or some shit? Like what?
I'm done. I'm done.
What is a man pawn? Holy shit! Like what?
I'm the only boy here. I still probably know what I don't know.
Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking die.
Do I really want to know about that? I don't know.
I don't.
Look, y'all watch the American Me. Y'all know.
My goodness. Oh.
That's the white.
I don't know what to say right now.
That's the white.
For once, I'm speechless. Mikey Starks got me speechless.
He doesn't know what a man pawn is. Like that's crazy.
What is it? Tell me then. Educate my ass.
Anybody want to explain what it is?
He asked you, Mikey.
I'm not
He
You
asked
don't
explaining
even
it.
know what it is, you asshole.
He asked you.
You're full of shit. You
I'm
don't
not
know what it
explaining
is.
that.
You're gonna have to, because I don't even know what it is.
It's a male tampon.
Basically,
Of course, but what like a regular tampon I stick up my ass? Like what do we like that?
Pretty
episode
much.
of- Like
Pretty
that episode of
much.
South Park?
yes,
Yeah, a man pawn.
man pawn.
So you could just take a regular tampon and just use it.
Okay.
Yes.
Like that one episode of South Park, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just remember how Kenny dies in that episode. It's Jesus Christ.
He's like Kenny.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What a way to end a show.
I was like, Mike, did you ever expect your final show of 2021 to be ended and talk about man pawns?
Man pawns.
Yo.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah,
I mean, hey.
yeah, y'all just.
Just feel the vibe. The vibe has been moided live on Twitch.
And
I don't-
YouTube.
We
And
actually got the
YouTube.
first time Moondog was speechless. So at least we got that first time for everything.
Oh my god. My goodness.
I'm just
What
here
am I
thinking
gonna
about
do? What am I gonna do with you guys?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Put us out of our misery.
Apparently, there's nothing you can do with us.
Exactly.
There's only so much you can do other than taking us out to the backyard and ending it. Putting us out like Old Yeller.
Yep.
Because fuck
Take
that
us out to the
dog.
pasture.
Yo.
My goodness. What a time.
Jeez. Well,
Jesus.
before we end tonight's show, I'm gonna let each one of y'all plug in all your stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm gonna start it off with Moondoggy.
All right. Fucking brainbustertees.com/moondog-greg-murray. Buy some t-shirts. Check us out, Shellshark Network on Twitch and YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at MoondogMurray. Instagram MoondogGregMurray. In January, I'm going to be helping out with POW on January 8th in Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. January 21st, I'll be in Franklin Park, Illinois for CSW, participating in the pre-show battle royal. In February, I'll be hopefully helping out in Woodstock, Illinois, February 5th for Northland Pro Wrestling. Rockford, Illinois, February 12th, I'll be there for Rockford Damage Inc. February 18th, CSW once again, Franklin Park, Illinois. As always, Hobart, Indiana, February 26th, CTW Wrestling. Please, you got to support the Moondog if you live in the Midwest area. So please, see me, give me a hug, kiss me, do something. I'll give you an autograph for free.
Come up and pinch his butt.
Yes, grab my ass.
Wow.
No way.
Mikey.
Okay.
You on social media, sir.
My Twitter is Elite Mikey. You can follow me there. You can also follow me on Instagram, Mikey Starks 821. That's about it, you know?
That's it.
Yup.
Wow. I just shat on Mikey's plugs.
Pretty much. And
Pretty much me.
other than going to Cobb County, Georgia, J-Rod, how do they find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram on JRod1, twitch.tv/JRod_1. So you guys can find me on there. I will not give my Facebook out because I don't care about Facebook, so I'm good with that. Now back to you.
Okay, officer. And of course, the lovely Marie
That's right.
Shadows. How would they find you on social media?
What up, guys? It's Marie Shadows. Mike, thank you for having me on your last episode of 2021 to talk about wrestling and Mount Rushmore and everything else, and for everyone of your community to welcome me. And we're all here talking about wrestling and just helping out each other. I usually give a lot of links, but this time I'm just going to keep it simple because there's new plans on the horizon for 2022. So I'd rather you guys just follow me on my Twitter account at Marie_Shadows to know what I'm going to be revealing in 2022.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And of course, Filthy Tom Lightning.
I don't even know. You can follow me on Twitter at TomSpiker81, Twitch, Filthy Tom Lightning. That's about it.
That's it.
Yep, that's about it.
Oh, God
That's all I
damn
have for
it.
you. That's all I have for you.
Mike's ready for Tom to drop like the plugs for his fucking bookings and shit like I did. I should not have gone first.
So you can find me on Instagram at MikeWorldOrder. You can find me on Twitter at MikeUnit. That's Mike with 5 eyes and the word unit, obviously. You can find this episode also on YouTube. Just find the username MikeWorldOrder Central. And of course, I'm here on Twitch, MikeWorldOrder. You know what time it is. Tomorrow night, we will be doing the final episode of Thirsty Thunder Thursday, to where we will have Hangman Lee returning, the MWO Strong Chat Openweight Champion, The Rit, and of course, our main guest on the show, Grey Wolf, is returning. So That's going to be an interesting episode to say the least. And then probably this weekend, we'll probably do a live after dark to bring in the new year. If not, we'll schedule it for another day. But that being said, on behalf of Filthy Tom, J Rod, Mikey Starks, Marie Shadows, Moondog Greg Murray, I am your host, Mike Thunder. Tune in next week on January 5th for the relaunch of Mike World Order. We'll be back on all major podcasting and pretty much getting our shit together as always.
I'll
Thank
have
you,
something else to
everyone.
say.
Oh,
Catch me sleeping.
okay. This better be good.
Catch me sleeping on the live after dark. We're gonna do it just for everybody else that don't see me sleeping.
Just like that. Snoring and
Wait, what
slobbering.
one?
It's going to be a slobber
Hey, where'd you go, Mikey?
Oh man, he disappeared.
Yeah, like a
It's
magician.
because he fell asleep.
Schlup.
Well, look, that being said, on behalf of everyone, we thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys next Wednesday on our first episode of Mike World Order Live in 2022. And also want to make a quick shout out to the boys at Front Row Material. I, Mike Thunder, was voted the best panel member of 2021. Yeah, I was
Cheers to
only
that.
on the panel half of the year. So that tells you right there the impact that Mike World Order and the Mike World Order brand, as you see, we ain't going nowhere because 2022 makes it year 10 of podcasting for myself. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you next Wednesday on Mike World Order Live and in Technicolor.